Hey guys, and welcome to another monthly plan with me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jen, and in this video, we're going to be setting up our bullet journal for the month of February. This month's theme is flamingos and hibiscus flowers. The main colors will be purple and pink, and that's a nod to Valentine's Day. I will be using the Tombow dual brush pens. I'll be listing the numbers I used in the description down below. I'll be lining everything with the Sakura Pigma Micron pens. And I'll have a Uni Posca White acrylic pen on hand in case I need to correct any mistake. This theme came to me in the middle of the night. I was having some trouble sleeping, and I started thinking about February's theme and what I wanted it to be. I contemplated many things between, keeping the classic hearts, Valentine's Day related theme for February, but I wanted to try something new. And as I was thinking, I thought about flamingos and they're pink, and I was like, okay, it'd be nice to set up a theme where we have like flamingo couples and there's flowers and have the color palette be pink and purple. This theme took me quite a while to set up because I imagined it in my head, and then I kind of had a hard time putting it on paper, but I'm glad with the way it turned out. I felt like the cover page, I should just keep it simple with like an image of the two flamingos and the flowers and leaves behind them, and then just have February and like on a smaller scale the days listed. I opted out of placing a quote, a monthly quote, which I tend to do. I just wanted to go with like a clean and not overwhelming look for the cover page for this month. At first, I was going to just make the flowers pink, but I felt the flamingos were already pink, and maybe having a nice contrast to make the colors pop out more, I went in with like a lavender purple and just alternated, to give it a nice balance. I had to do some faux calligraphy here because the brush pen, the letters were too close to each other to do just upwards and downward strokes. Okay, now that I'm done coloring everything in, I'm gonna go ahead and outline everything with the size 3 Pigma Micron pen. After I do this, I will go in and add shading to give it more depth and so it doesn't look as plain. I outline everything with a broken line just to give it a cute effect. This is a method that I've been implementing a lot lately with my bullet journal themes and weekly spread setups. I've been using the broken line outline, and honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it looks way better than just having a solid line. I do feel at times that maybe I add too many broken lines, but I get that feeling usually when I'm doing it. And once I finish and I look at how it ended up, I feel good with the placement. So I guess it's just self-doubt as I'm outlining everything. Okay, now I'm just going over with the same color to add shadowing and give it more depth. I do want to point out, realized this as I was setting up my third weekly spread for February. I did not list the days right. February 1st is on a Wednesday, and I started it on a Tuesday. By the time I realized it, I had already, you know, recorded everything and I had set everything up. There was really nothing I could do to fix it. So I just later on what I just did was just write in the bottom February 1st starts on a Wednesday, just so I don't get confused and get my days all mixed up. It's a mistake that I always try to avoid. This is the first time it happens to me. I am in a monthly setup. It definitely bummed me out. I contemplated just redoing the entire thing, but I just decided to let it be. These things happen, and I'll just pay more attention, more than I already do, for the following weekly spreads and also for March's bullet journal setup. Anyways, back to the design. Um, this took me a while. I contemplated so much. I drew a flamingo on the bottom right corner. Then I did one on the left side. I was like, I need to have a flamingo here. But I decided it's best to just leave it as is with flowers and the leaves. And I could incorporate the flamingo somewhere else because I just did not feel like it meshed okay when I kept placing the flamingos in different positions, and I kind of like how this turned out. I feel like it looks more even and well placed. I decided to do dotted lines on the calendar itself. I've never applied it to this, but I wanted to see how it turned out, and I feel like it also gives it a nice, cute look. I might do it for the following month. It all depends on how I feel by the time I get there. I also decided to color block in February 14th since it's a holiday, but again, reiterating that it's really on Tuesday because, yeah, I messed up the beginning of February, which starts on Wednesday, not on a Tuesday. Now go ahead again and just add shadows, just deepening the color in to give it more depth and make it look like it pops out. So this is the habit and mood tracker setup. This is actually a Dutch door. I will be cutting out that white space you see there. This also took me a long time to set up. I just, again, did not really feel, every time I drew something and placed it somewhere, I felt like it was not correct. But finally I managed to draw something that I felt comfortable with, and I feel this way is so much better. Behind the Dutch door, which as you can see is going to be a small one, I'm setting up goals because I feel like if I implement goals to my mood and habit tracker, especially my habit tracker, it'll give me more want to complete it and actually stick to the goals I have for the month. For the little mini weekly calendars there, sorry, monthly calendars, I saw this on Instagram. Someone had set up their monthly calendars in this format, and I thought it was really cute. So I decided to implement it. And also, I've been wanting to use this type of pattern for a while. Last time I used it was like back in November. So I thought this pattern would be cute to have for this theme. I draw out this border separating just so it looks like a 3D effect, and it gives us some depth than just having, the flowers right at the edge and then nothing placed there. So I went ahead and cut out with scissors the big part, and then with an X-Acto knife I just cut out this patch of paper that was there. For my mood tracker, I decided I was going to go with a whole bunch of flowers and just fill it in color, but I decided to just go with like a graph format for the mood this month. We'll see how that works out. One, because I felt already there was already too many flowers in this page setup, and second, also it would be a lot of flowers to draw, and I'd want them to be big, not really small. So I just decided to try this graph, which I have used before, like October 2021. My mood tracker was actually this graph format. So I might as well just try it again and see how it goes. For the mood graph, I'm going to use a shade of pink. The darkest will be I'm not feeling that well that day. The middle one will be it was a so-so day, and obviously the light color will be it was a good day. Now I'll go ahead and outline everything, and again I'm going with a broken lined outline. I did not list it in the beginning, but the Micron pen that I used to write the number dates was the size 005, which is the smallest size of the Sakura Pigma set. For me, it is honestly the smallest one. That's perfect, so it doesn't look like they're all bunched up and next to each other. As you can see, is like evenly spaced, and it doesn't look all crowded. Now I'm here setting up the weekly spread. It's two flamingos. I tried to position them in a way that they look like they're in a heart shaped. I'm not sure if you could really see it there. And I went with weekly boxes. That way I can apply the cross pattern, the crisscross pattern that I implemented on the habit tracker monthly calendars. Honestly, my favorite part of this whole setup was not the thought process nor setting it up. It was just coloring and outlining. For this month, it was honestly a headache trying to set it up, but drawing and coloring everything out was definitely soothing and relaxing. So I use the lightest pink I have, and I go ahead and do the crisscross pattern. I decided to go with the lightest pink because there was already a lot of color right there in the center and a lot of like darker and vibrant colors. I didn't really want to add that same color scheme to the weekly boxes because I felt like it would take away from the image in the center. Okay, and now I go ahead and outline everything. and then I go ahead and add shadowing to everything. And that's all there is to the February monthly setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tagging along and watching it. Definitely, I really love how it turned out, but the process was definitely a headache. And then obviously I messed up dates, placements, so I'll do better next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.